Doctors at Lyra Total Breast Health here in Meridian told me Idaho is ranked number 50 in the country for breast cancer imaging, something Representative Green is trying to change. Advanced imaging is available, but not easily accessible for many women here in the state.
And I can see this additional mass here.
Our women deserve upfront the appropriate tools to get them the best prognosis.
Representative Green shared her story of being diagnosed with breast cancer just weeks before a planned embryo transplant.
You know, at that point, everything comes to a stop. I got my mammogram, my biopsy, and my ultrasound all in a day. My results by the following morning. And I was in with my surgeon a week later for my lumpectomy.
Such a devastating situation was difficult to get through, but she's forever thankful. While at her doctor's appointment, Green was given 3D imaging, a diagnostic tool that's not widely used here in Idaho.
It was the 3D imaging that saved my life. And it was at that time I realized 3D imaging, while it's available, a lot of people opt out of it.
Doctors at a local clinic say with an upfront cost of over $100, women often opt out without knowing how vital other screening can be.
A lot of insurers, they say they cover it for preventative but not diagnostic.
We want that to be covered by all insurances, regardless, so that women have more access to it and they don't have to be thinking about the financial repercussions of that.
This specific screening is so important to the clinic that they cover the cost if insurance won't.
We think all women should have it, and it helps us to diagnose breast cancer early.
The 3D imaging gives doctors a millimeter by millimeter view of breast tissue.
There is a cancer hiding in there, but it also is white, and so it makes it really difficult for us to see. When I go to the 3D image on the right and I scroll through it, I can see there's a mass that's hiding in there.
So that's the difference between 2D and 3D too. Like I can see the speculations that I wouldn't necessarily be able to see, and I can see this additional mass here that you can't see
in the 2D images.
Not only did this save Green's life, it also gave her quick results, something that many women don't get.
My poor mom went 3 months of just thin anxiety, and it was her 3rd time being diagnosed with breast cancer.
The length of time between biopsy and surgery consult, biopsy and surgery is very, very long, and our patient's main distress comes out of this very long wait time.
Green and the doctors she's working with realize Idaho is a rural state, but say it's not an excuse.
These tools are available. We just have to make them more readily available and make them more affordable.
There are barriers here that we know how to reduce, and people like Representative Green are helping us to reduce those barriers on a legislative level.
Representative Green is now starting conversations with insurers on how to start coverage for additional screening.
If we can't come to an agreement, if we can't have those discussions, I'll certainly be introducing legislation this next session.
While October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, this is a problem Representative Green says everyone should be focused on throughout the year. Doctors at Lyra Total Breast Health recommend women with a family history of breast cancer or those over the age of 40 should be going in for an exam every year, and they remind you to educate yourself on other types of tests and screenings, and at the end of the day, advocate for yourself. Reporting in studio, I'm Savannah Hankard.